Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Lauren and I am a part-time online reseller. So I sell all sorts of stuff on the internet that people no longer want for a profit, and I show you guys how to do the same thing on this channel. So today we have a sales video, income disclosure sort of thing. I'm trying something new, so let me know if you like this. So don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you like reseller content. The sales that I'm going to be sharing with you today are over a span of a week, so January 17th through the 24th, so that is a Sunday through a Sunday, and I'm going to kind of break things down a little bit further. I'm not going to share every single sale that I had because that would be a long video, but I'm going to share some of my favorite sales of the week and some of my fails. Hopefully you guys find this helpful, and yeah, let's get started. We're going to start things off with eBay. So my total sales for the week on eBay was $1,048.83. So taxes that came out of that were $50.07. Selling costs, so for this particular platform, that is my platform fees and shipping, that was $289.30. Sorry, stumbled over that for a second. And then my total net sales was $709.46. So I'm going to share with you guys over here a picture of what sold and what it sold for. So my number one sale on eBay, my most favorite sale on eBay of the week, was this hobo bag that sold for $125. This sold within, I'm not even kidding you, 5 minutes of listing. Right place, right time kind of sale. I priced it pretty much on market value. They are selling about this much if they are new with tags and have the dust bag. This particular bag I did pay up for. So I'm going to share my cost of goods for these items if I can remember. I do keep track of all my cost of goods for tax purposes, but some things, if they've been sitting for a while, I may not remember specifically what I paid for them, but anyway, so this particular item I did pay up for. I paid $55 for this item, which is a lot. That might shock some of you guys, but I definitely, some of the thrift stores and places that I source locally do price things up considerably, but sometimes there is quite a bit of room of profit in there, and if I am confident with my research and I know that I can flip it for a certain dollar amount, it doesn't really bother me at this point in my reselling journey to pay that kind of money for some items. So I did pay up for that, but obviously there's still quite a bit of profit in there even after the fees. You're looking at least, I at least doubled my money and actually probably made a little bit more than that. The next sale I'm going to talk about is a Lululemon piece. These are the Dance Studio pants. These sold for full asking price of $68. I was a little surprised by that. I thought that they would sell for a little bit less, probably around that $50 mark. But these pants are still extremely popular. There's a bunch of different versions of this pant. I don't really know how to tell the difference, but these in particular were lined, and I made sure to note that in the listing. So not all Lululemon is great, just keep that in mind. So when you are sourcing, just don't pick up just anything Lululemon, don't pay up for just anything Lululemon, just do your research. These particular pants I did pay $25 for, so I did pay up for these again, but I knew that I would be able to make a good profit and they would flip rather quickly, so that is exactly why I did that. Moving on, the next item is a Rebecca Minkoff item. I absolutely love Rebecca Minkoff. Personally, I think her designs are incredible. Lots of people love her too, and she just makes a really great quality product. So this is a wallet that sold for $45. This actually was new with tags, and I didn't know that it was new with tags when I bought it, so that was an added bonus. I was willing to pay up for it just anyway because it appeared to be in like new condition. It was very clean, and it was new with tags, which was the bonus. So I paid $15 for this, and it sold for $45. So great return on investment on that piece. This next piece is another great sale. I wanted to share this brand with you. I've kind of touched on this before, but this is Billy Reed, and Billy Reed is very expensive, you guys. Like, it's shockingly expensive. So they make men's and women's items. This particular piece was a women's item, and it is like a kind of almost like a chambray kind of button-up dress, and this sold for $35, which I was extremely pleased with. I think I paid $9 for this piece, so I did pay up a little bit for it, but again, I knew it would flip relatively quickly and for a decent amount. You know, I really like that brand. It does pretty well for me. I've found it a couple of times, so keep your eye out for Billy Reed. So of course, we're not just going to talk about the wins of the week. I'm going to talk about some fails and kind of go into a little bit more in-depth reasons of why they were fails. So let's just get started with that. The first piece I want to talk about is this Vince denim jacket. Has nothing to do with it being Vince and denim. I was really excited to find this. I found this at the bins, but this jacket was a hot mess, you guys. I got home and it had paint stains all over it, and not in like a good way that it could be like, you know, kind of pulled off as like a look or something. Like somebody was painting in this and just got red paint all over it, all over the inside, and I have literally no idea why I didn't notice that while I was at the bins. I don't know, you guys. So that was an epic fail. It sold for $12. I got it at the bins, so my average cost of goods at the bins is under $1. It ends up being around like 80 cents an item, just for reference. So I did make profit on it, but yeah, definitely, even at the bins, you guys, make sure that you are checking for flaws. You're gonna miss something sometimes, but I should not have missed the flaws on this piece that I did. This next fail is this pair of Old Navy jeans. These are the Old Navy Rockstar. I had been picking these up for my local consignment store because they were taking them, and I find tons of these jeans at the outlet. So when my cost of goods is around 88 cents, if I can flip them for, you know, $4 or $5, you know, hey, that's fine with me. But recently my consignment store has stopped taking like all of Old Navy pieces, so I decided to just list some of them. These ones actually sold for $12, but for some reason there was free shipping on there. So just be careful with that with eBay, because sometimes the computer or the system will throw in free shipping there, or sometimes it'll change it in your listing. So periodically be checking that in your listings, because I definitely did not put that on there, because after fees, you guys, I don't think I made anything on these. So that's, yeah, that was an epic fail. So I'm not actively seeking out Old Navy. If you see that stuff listed in my stores in my closet, it's just because it was something that the consignment stores didn't take. But I'm not even picking it up at all anymore, and I'm not listing it anymore. So yeah, bad buy. The last fail of the week is this American Eagle t-shirt. It's like distressed. It had intentional holes all through it. Nothing wrong with the style, but it's American Eagle. And even the jeans right now, I'm gonna be completely honest with you, I'm kind of reevaluating my stance on American Eagle as a whole for reselling. I had been picking up the jeans. I don't think I'm going to be picking them up anymore, because they're not flipping as quickly and not for as much anymore. And definitely like the tops and stuff like that, you guys, are just, there's little to no resale value in that. I don't even think my Plato's Closet is taking that brand really anymore either, just because you can walk into the store and buy stuff for that price. So this top sold for $7. I got this at, where did I get this from? I got this from a rummage sale. So sometime in 2019, I believe. So I've had this piece for a while. I think I paid $0.25 for it. So there is profit in that, but not for as long as it took for it to sell. So definitely would not pick that up again. Now we're going to move on to Poshmark. So my total gross sales on Poshmark was $539, and my fees, shipping discounts for the platform came out to $117.78. And that means that my net for the week was $421.22, which is great. Very happy with those numbers. So I'm going to go into my top sales first. First and foremost being absolutely hands down these Freebirds. You guys, they sold literally, this was another one of those like sold within 5 minutes of listing. Right place, right time. What I say by that is I had a buyer there, right place, right time. I listed it, right place, right time, that sort of thing. These sold for full asking price of $165. I did have I played around with a listing strategy with this particular piece, meaning I intended to list it right around what I wanted to get for them, and just not really deal with negotiation too much, because I knew that the right buyer would be out there for these and would snag them up, and she definitely did. So very happy with that sale. And so for my cost of goods, this was another piece that I paid up significantly for, you guys. I paid $40 for these shoes. So after fees and everything, I still made an excellent profit on these. I knew that they would sell quickly. I knew that it was worth it. I was more than happy to pay up for this particular item. My next top sale is this Burberry dress. This I found at the outlet. I was very excited to find this. So of course, great profit there. Average cost of goods, 88 cents, or 80 to 88 cents. I keep saying 88, I don't know why, but anyway, so 80-ish cents, give or take. This sold for $100. Somebody offered me $100 for this. And so, yeah, I could have gotten more if it didn't have a flaw. It had a hole like right here, on the top of the dress, but that's something that could easily be repaired or covered with a brooch or something. And it was in excellent condition otherwise. So beautiful dress. I wish it was my size. I would have kept it, but that is the second time I've found Burberry at the bins, and the fourth time that I've sold at Burberry total in my reselling journey. So that's exciting. The next piece I'm going to talk about is the St. John dress. So I showed this recently in a haul, and this sold quickly like I projected. It sold for $85 on a best offer to me. I definitely could have held out a little bit longer and gotten probably a little bit more, probably closer to that $100 mark, but it was shortly after purchasing it, so I was happy to move that along. I did pay up for this dress also. It was marked up. I believe I paid $30 for this dress. So still definitely some profit in there, not as much as some of these others that I've paid up for, but happy with the sale nonetheless. The last one of the week that I'm going to talk about is this Lululemon jacket. This is the last of the jackets, those Lululemon jackets that I got at the bins, actually at the same time I got that Burberry piece. And this sold for $45. I believe that I sent that offer out. Very happy with that sale. Low average cost of goods, around 80 cents. So great profit there. I've got one more to share with you, and that is this Tory Burch top. Another recent pickup. Sold for $35. Great profit there. I think that I paid $5 or $6 for this piece, so that is a great flip. Love Tory Burch. I don't have a ton of experience selling her brand actually at all. I personally love her brand. This is my first time picking up a clothing item, and very pleased with that sale. Now we're going to move on to my fails of the week on Posh. So the first one being this Rails top. Not that Rails is a fail brand for me. It's actually a bread and butter brand that moves pretty regularly, quickly for me at a good price. But this particular piece was a fail. I thrifted this, I want to say a couple months ago. Really excited to find it. It was one of the first times that I found this brand. But I missed a huge flaw on it. It was, again, I was just kind of blinded by the brand, blinded by my excitement rather than kind of looking at it objectively. But so it sold for $18, which is still not awful, but I did pay like a regular thrift store price for this, so I paid around $4 for this item. So that's not really what I like to pay for that type of return. So would I pick up Rails again? Absolutely, but just in really good or excellent condition. This next piece I'm going to talk about is this Land's End sweater. This is not a brand that I'm picking up at all anymore. I did pick it up a lot when I first started, and I've had this piece since pretty much I first started, so I've had it for quite a while. It was a bins item, so low cost of goods, but it sold for $10, you guys, and that was an offer that I sent out, so my net from Posh was like less than $5, so not a great return. I'm really glad it sold though, so it's out of my inventory, and now I can take that money and reinvest it in something else. But just be wary of Land's End. If you're going to pick up that brand, just stick to like the really nice jackets and outdoor gear, stuff like that. That should do pretty well still. But sweaters, jeans, tops, things like that are just, nope, just don't pick those up. The last fail that I'm going to talk about is these American Eagle jeggings. I did mention a little bit earlier that I am reevaluating my stance on American Eagle. I did swear by their jeggings, especially the high-rise and destroyed versions of these jeans. I used to be able to get at least $25 for these jeans used, which is great considering that they retail like for less than $60. But I don't know if just what's happening with the supply and demand ratio here, but I'm having a hard time moving them now, and I'm selling them for around that $15 mark. So I paid regular thrift store price for this, so I've probably paid around like $6 for these jeans. So selling them for $15 is not a good return. So I don't think that in the future I'm going to be picking up American Eagle jeans, at least for a while. I may still pick up the mom jeans. Those sell really well and fast, but I think any other style I'm just going to leave behind. Alright guys, that's all the highlights and fails that I wanted to share with you for this week. And my total gross sales across both platforms came out to $1,587.83, which is awesome. This is one of my best weeks that I've ever had. So when you subtract the fees and shipping on both platforms, that was $457.15. I am left with a net of $1,130.68. Now, of course, that's not including cost of goods and some other expenses, but that is incredible. I'm so happy with that number. I have been listing a lot less items lately, but just listing more quality, higher dollar items, and I'm definitely seeing the benefit of that. So that's a business strategy that I'm playing around with in 2021. I can go into more depth with that a little bit later if you guys would like me to, so let me know down in the comments below if you'd like to see a video about that. But thank you so much for watching today. Let me know if you like this video, if you like this type of content. I want to bring you guys what you want to watch. So hopefully you found this helpful. I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.